second here. Sin Cara Azul. We're gonna force it down.
There it is.
There's the face of Sin Cara Negro.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications. And once you're done, leave a comment down below and I just might end up responding. It's kind of surprising that a list like this is even possible to make, considering the fact that masks are a very big deal in the world of professional wrestling, especially in Lucha Libre. Transcending kayfabe, wrestlers with masks on hold onto those masks in very high respect, and there's very negative connotations with removing them. If you only follow WWE, it's the reason why Corey Graves and Michael Cole flip their shit whenever a wrestler like Sin Cara or Rey Mysterio is having their mask pulled off a little bit. Despite all of this, we've managed to see what's behind quite a few of the noteworthy masks in professional wrestling. I'm D Wicket, and these are 7 different masked wrestlers caught bearing it all. Number 7, Jushin Thunder Liger. We gotta pay respect to the legends, alright? Jushin Thunder Liger is essentially the modern day grandfather of Lucha Libre at this point. His legendary career is finally coming to an end. With his retirement announced, we feel the timing to make this mask-based video is now. And who better to start with than the man himself? The wrestler behind the mask has been insistent on keeping his identity as private as possible, truly following that Lucha Libre mask tradition.
Come back, caught him on the side of the head, picking him up right now. Big time power bomb. Boy, it was. Liger bomb.
Only one picture could be found by this pseudo YouTuber on the man's face, but unfortunately, he has glasses on. And he's showing absolutely zero expression. Okay, it's not exactly a great start, but for the legend finally deciding to retire after fucking who knows how many years, yeah, sure, let's see it.
He is so impressed with himself.
Number 6, Sin Cara.
Oh, here he is live.
Oh my goodness.
Man. And Sin Cara going right after Sheamus. Wow.
We've gotten to mention it a few times on this channel, almost exclusively from botch videos. For some reason, Sin Cara seems to come up a lot there. But the original Sin Cara that debuted in 2011 isn't the Sin Cara WWE still keeps around in 2019 for some reason.
Long history between these two men. Go back to the debut of both Sin Cara and Hunico in WWE last year.
Whoa.
No, instead, today we have Hunico wearing the outfit of Sin Cara. The original was an icon in the Mexican wrestling industry named Mystico, who came over to WWE but pretty much refused to ever learn properly the American wrestling ways. Due to this, the OG became known as a glass cannon that was broken and only shot itself at brick walls. Basically what I'm failing to say here is that he fucked up in the ring a lot.
Whoa, and look at Sin Cara. Oh man, did you see their heads hit?
And the world champion is reeling, and Sin Cara may have hurt himself as well.
Due to this and the negative attention he was drawing to the company, a storyline was put in place where a fake Sin Cara, who I'm pretty sure began donning black ring gear and going by Sin Cara Negro, was constantly in the way of real Sin Cara.
Oh, wait a second here. Sin Cara Azul. We're gonna force it down.
There it is.
There's the face of Sin Cara Negro.
The two feuded until the OG seemed to rid the world of the Negro. That sounds terrible, but little did we know the original was out of the company, and the fake one, once named Hunico, has been wrestling in the blue gear ever since.
Sin Cara and Hunico battling when they first arrived on the scene here in WWE. Hunico finally finding his true self. Psych!
Number 5, Sting.
Oh my God! It's Sting! What's Stinger's head?
Sting doesn't wear a mask, but let's all pretend for the sake of this video, how about we? Wearing a thick and very face-covering layer of face paint, Steve Borden's actual face has hardly ever been seen, especially considering the fact that both iterations of the Sting character wore the pseudo mask.
Gonna suffer it! Goodbye, Jamie! And this is for Triple H, the Scorpion Death Drop!
13 years in the making, guys.
While it isn't as rare to see these days as Jushin or even Hunico, it's still pretty cool to see what the man behind the paint really looked like in full for all of these years. Even though he occasionally looks like a mix between a vampire and those people who work with handling dead people.
He was one of those kind of guys that he wasn't just big, he was kind of freaky. He had a freaky build, a freaky physique.
Number 4, Kalisto.
Del Rio
approaches Kalisto on the top turnbuckle. And again, going for the mask, showing disdain for the Lucha Libre tradition.
The head of the Lucha House Party, who I think is still a tag team, maybe, not sure. The dude who held the United States Championship 3 years ago. Wow, 3 years ago on that Del Rio feud, that's crazy.
Rolling him up, shoulders down, he got it! Take away! No way! Kalisto's the champion!
Yeah, him. He's pretty much gone straight... Shit, this line. Yeah, he's pretty much gone straight steep... Yeah, him. He's pretty much gone straight steep... Yeah, him. He's pretty much gone straight steep slope downhill ever since his TLC 2015 days. Well, day, and has been pretty unimportant in the grand scheme of things. Nonetheless, he constantly wears a mask, so he qualifies for this list. So here's what Kalisto looks like without that weird salamander on his head.
Son, you have the opportunity to be a man, be my man, to be the man.
Look at this, Alberto Del Rio ripping the mask off of Kalisto.
Number 3, the Hurricane.
More bad weather.
Making his way to the ring, weighing in at 215 pounds, the Hurricane!
Right, he wears a mask. He can make the list. What are y'all looking at? The Hurricane was one of the greatest comedy characters of all time. I fucking said it. And you know what? You fucking know it too. Sure, The Rock did most of the heavy lifting in their most iconic moments, but his work went seriously underrated. Strictly in terms of how goddamn funny it could be.
There he is, taking the mask off. He's demasking the Hurricane. And check, oh man!
I was just so happy when he came back for the Greatest Royal Rumble, because the man behind the mask, Gregory Helms, always did such a good job with the masked character. God bless the Hurricane.
Oh my gosh, Cole! The Hurricane is Gregory Helms! What is the point of all this?
Number 2, Rey Mysterio.
A man that many would consider the greatest masked superstar ever in all of sports entertainment.
Booyaka, booyaka, 6'1", motherfucking 9. I'm still hyped for my boy Rey. Once again putting in the work at Fastlane, Rey has proved himself to be in the best shape of his entire goddamn career at over 2 decades in.
And Mysterio again for a third time. Dial it up. 619.
I remember being a kid and seeing these pictures for the first time when Rey was still my childhood favorite, and holy shit, it was odd. No disrespect to my boy, but the difference between masked Mysterio and unmasked, unrecognizable wrestler man was just too staggering.
The steel chair around the face of Mysterio.
Oh my God. No. Oh, into the post.
That's all good though, because no matter what, this man is the most legendary Lucha Libre wrestler in all of the United States. So who really gives a shit what he looks like?
Holding up the mask as if it's a memento. It's a trophy.
This is the ultimate humiliation for a man like Rey.
And number 1, Kane.
And that's gotta be Kane. That's gotta be Kane.
Ladies and gentlemen, the mayor of Knox County, Glenn Jacobs. Round of applause. Round of applause. Glenn Jacobs. Yeah, well, this one is kind of bullshit, especially considering most of the legendary masks belong to luchadors. Kane managed to have probably the most noteworthy unmasking in all of WWE. I mean, Rey just kind of took his off. Kane's was a fucking event. A Madison Square Garden event, no less.
He's gonna do it, JR. He's gonna do it. No, he's not gonna do it. Do it.
From his debut in 1997 all the way throughout his years into 2003, the brother of The Undertaker remained masked and his identity was completely hidden. Although some people did say he looked a little bit like a dentist from sometime a decade earlier.
What the hell is that? His hair came out. Oh my God!
Once the man unmasked, however, he didn't immediately get his mask back like a Rey Mysterio did. Kane's gone back and forth with the mask. Sometimes he has it, sometimes he doesn't, but as long as he's a mayor, I think it's pretty safe to say he's gonna remain unmasked for a while. Although it would be fucking awesome if there was a little loophole in his contract where he just got to wear the mask all the time and then shoot fire out of the flagpoles. Make America great again, Kane.
No! Van Dam came to help Kane! What the hell is that?
And those are 7 different masked wrestlers caught bearing it all. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments down below after liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and notifications-ing that bell.